That's so unfunny. God's sake. Who knows? No one knows. Why even ask? Nobody knows. Nobody. Oh, what the fuck? Oh no, that's the one I'm currently downloading. Nobody knows what the gun van is, bro. Oh, 501 to 6v1. Please don't stop being sweet to me. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I'll get a girlfriend eventually. I'll probably just meet someone on the street, I can't lie. Dating apps are fucked, bro. I don't know why I even try. They're awful. So bad. So bad. It's not made for kids. Let's go. Have I been killed already? What the fuck? Fa. Did this guy shoot me or something? I don't even know. I don't care. This guy's a fucking idiot. That's not. It is not 90%, bro. There cannot be 90% of Jews being Zionists. I don't believe that. 1 in 10. The fuck? Fucking bad faith argument. Not putting fair weight on both sides. both sides. That's crazy, bro. And they blame every single Palestinian for the actions of Hamas, which is like, what the fuck? People act like every single Palestinian is responsible for the actions of Hamas, which is fucked. What's Daunt on? I thought it was Daunting 2. Do you say Daunt on? I don't think so. Suddenly out to drive. I really want to check one of my Tinder likes, bro. I'm really only interested in girls that like me back. I don't want to chase. I hate chasing girls that don't like me back. It's just painful. You know? Uh, maybe if I met girls on the street, but I don't. I need to ask ChatGPT how to do that. How do you approach girls on the street? Last time I asked it, it just said basically don't do that. Because it's not a good situation, but, like... What's the, Fuck, do I have to go back and check? What was I gonna do? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I can't remember. Um... Shit. Something I had to do. Oh. I just got reminded by the ChatGPT log. I asked ChatGPT about approaching I have to, bro, because I don't have to, but like this is the only opportunity I've got. The only girls I meet in real life are girls I see on the street. Those are the only girls I ever meet. I hate the fact that you see them once and then you never see them again. I hate that, bro. That's like awful. I haven't been as hungry today. It's funny. I'm probably going to be under calories because I just don't feel like eating that much. The food I've got's just not that tasty. I could drink some Fanta for real. Oh, I love Fanta. So good. I love that orange taste. Man, some fruit juice. I love my sweet drinks, bro. Food is okay. I love like pork belly and shit, but I can't really eat that when I'm on my calorie count because that's like I'd only be eating like one meal a day. I could do that. I could do like one meal a day, but that's what I used to do back when I don't know how I wasn't losing lots of weight because I used to only eat a tiny burger, chicken burger, a side, so like maybe battered squid, and then maybe some snacks, and that was me for the day. I was fine. I was full. I was 63 kg, basically. I don't actually mind being fat. I just don't want to be obese because it comes with like health risks. And people keep saying you need to lose weight or you're not going to find a girlfriend, which is kind of like, oh, I wish people weren't that superficial. I'm a nice person. I think I'm pretty cool. I think I'm pretty interesting. Like, and I'm pretty progressive and shit. Like, I say a bunch of like critical shit, but I actually do believe in like, I agree with progressive policies. You know, I'm pro women getting what they want, generally, where it doesn't fuck over men too much, and having their own independence and all of that. I like that shit. I think that's good. I'm pro transgender. I'm pro LGBT, whatever. I don't see anything wrong with that stuff. I think it's good. These are all supposed to be positive qualities, but apparently nobody gives a shit because I'm kind of. People say, oh, you're too fat. I keep getting fat over and like people keep saying you're too fat over and over and over again. That's what I keep getting. Is that it? Is that all that matters to people? Is how big you are? I get I'm obese, but like I don't think of that about people. I don't look at someone and think, oh, they're so fat, they're unattractive. What? There are a lot of attractive people who are really overweight, right? Because all I get is like fat and bad facial hair. I agree the facial hair is bad, but I'm just growing it out. It's just a choice at the moment. And I think I look too much like a kid if I shave it anyway. I look too young. I look like I'm like 15 or something. Seriously. I'd rather look like I'm 40, honestly. Because I can always shave it off and I can always grow it back again. It just takes, this is like 2 months worth. This is like 2 months of facial hair. I know, again, it's not great, but it's still growing in. I've only had like even beard stuff for like a couple years. It hasn't really connected and shit yet, but whatever. That doesn't matter, okay? I'm not super insecure about it. Again, I'm not insecure. I think I look fine. I think I look fine. I know I'm a bit overweight, but I think I look fine, you know? Would I look more attractive if I lost weight? Yeah, probably, but why do I have to do all of that for people to even give me a chance? I don't understand. I think I'm a reasonable, fine, interesting, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with me, really. Like, maybe things which people would consider bad, but I think, like, um, yeah, I don't understand why people don't like me very much. I'm kind of a piece of shit, but, like, I wouldn't think everyone would hate me for that, right? Does everyone hate you if they think you're a piece of shit? Like, is that how it works? No, because not everyone does. People in games are nice to me, sometimes. I make a lot of friends, sometimes. I've got a couple friends. Like, I can make friends. I'm a guy who is I can be a good friend to people, right? Girls won't even give me a chance, bro. I almost wish I was gay or something. I feel like it would be easier. Because men are desperate and women aren't, and so apparently I'm the kind of guy at this point in my life where women would only ever go with me if they were absolutely desperate, and they're not. Maybe I should message that girl that said I looked attractive on my profiles. I don't know if I've got her account. I don't know. Yeah, why didn't I? Because I'm not serious. I'm too picky and I'm not serious. I think I look good. Like, oh well. Doesn't really agree with the amount of hate I got from people though, does it? I don't think I have that many major flaws. Like, there are some, but they're not like personal things. They're just things that relate to me. They're not like it's not like a moral failure or anything. I'm not a Nazi. I'm a Marxist. Like, I thought women liked Marxists, you know? Uh, and that's not why I'm doing it either. It's just a coincidence, really. But it's not a coincidence that I think I'm like the kind of person that women complain that their partners aren't like to a degree. To a degree. I'm not saying I'm like the ideal person necessarily, but I see a lot of these TikTok posts and social media posts about women criticizing men in general or criticizing their partners, and oftentimes I think, well, I'm not really like that. Not as in like a defensive and I'm lying about it. I think honestly, like, that's, I know people are like that, but that's not me. And then I think if I'm not like that, and women are thinking like, why isn't my partner like that? Why are none of them interested in me? Like, I feel like I only attract girls who just want to lead me on and play games with me seriously, and I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. It's happened so many times. It's the amount of times I've had relationships go on and they never lead to anything. And I don't mean just sex, because it wasn't going to happen when I was younger anyway, right? I mean, like, you know, oh well, I've just had too many bad experiences. The past doesn't really count because we weren't allowed to anyway. Otherwise, I probably would have had multiple girlfriends. Multiple, I would have. That's not bullshit, that's true. I was considered attractive before I got sick. And I was able to attract girls that I found attractive. I was able to do that. That was something I was able to do. And maybe it's the apps. Maybe it's the apps, bro. Like, do I look like the average guy? No, I look like me, bro. I look like myself. That's what I want to look like. I look the way I want to. I don't really actually want to weigh less. I'm comfortable with myself right now. I think I look good. I know I'm fat, but like, it's not that big of a deal to me, because like, it's because of the medication and shit. And I've only just started calorie counting and exercising, so don't expect to see results straight away. I've only lost 2 kgs in the last, like, less than a week, which is actually really good. Um, I think back to when I was in school and I had so many friends, male and female, even though female friends, you were never allowed to get really close to them properly, not allowed to spend much time with them out of breaks. That was like the unspoken rule, really. Girls were interested in me when I was in school, bro. I don't know why, but they were. They were interested in me for the person I was and the way I looked, right? And the character I had. And now it's like, the, you know, it's been 6 years since then, bro. And I feel like I've had opportunities, but I've just wasted them because the way I tend to do it is like, I don't know how to approach people if you like them. I don't know how to do that. I've never done that before. So usually I rely on like that we're going to interact many times, and then eventually we're going to, I would say these days, I've never done it before, but I would just ask for their social media and then we'd contact each other on social media and shit, right? And go on dates and stuff, which I've never done before. I've never been on a date, actually. Um, yeah, none of it works if you can't meet girls, bro. People say you should go to nightclubs. You know who goes to nightclubs? Girls I don't like, okay? Girls I don't like. Girls that are going to reject me because I don't look like the average, that I don't look normal. They're the ones that are gonna be at the strip clubs and the bars. Please, I know it already. I hate this place. That's where the average goes. I'm not average. I know it. I'm not like the average people. I'm pretty awkward, and right now I don't look the best. I don't look the part. I don't look like this, looks maxer. I don't even look like the average. I look, you know, I think I look good because I know myself, and so when I look at myself, I see me as a person, not just like, you know, all of these flaws. That people keep pointing out to me. And, I'm trying to do something about it because I don't want people to think immediately I hate this guy, he's too fat. You can say to me like, oh, well, you should just avoid those people, right? If that's the way they are, you should just avoid them, bro. I hate to break it to you. That's what most people are like. That's what most people are like. Online, at least. And online is like the only place I am, bro. I don't trust these people anymore, really. It's been so many bad experiences. I don't know why I even try. Yeah, I talk about, like, you can call me racist, I don't care. I talk about white women fucking me over so many times. To this white girl And then what happens, guys? She fucks me over. Oh. Yeah, exactly, right? It's a role. That's a role in my life. White women fuck you over. Most of the time, that's what they do. It's sad, but it's true. I wish it weren't that way because it's like the least controversial pair is dating within your own race, which I don't want to do because I've had so many bad experiences, literally. Give me, like, Asian or progressive Indian. Like, it's as simple as that. My only exception is, like, goth slash alt for white girls. Because they might be better, I don't know. Maybe. Oh well. Yeah, this Asian girl likes me on Bo. It's just a bot. I know it's just a bot because I put that picture. I like found the picture as just an AI Asian style of another picture from this other account on another social media platform. So, and they were a Catholic anyway in the bio, which is not going to work out for me. I don't like religion. Why couldn't I just be like Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates or something, bro, you know? Why couldn't I be one of those cool, autistic kind of people? Instead of like some useless loser instead, honestly. Can't ever be successful. Look at Mark Zuckerberg, he's got a Chinese wife. Like, his company does cool shit. He's got power, he gets to meet with the president. Billionaire, Bill Gates, billionaire, solving the world's issues. You know, eradicating malaria or whatever cool shit he's doing. It's so lucky, bro. I wish that was me. I wish I could just be myself, but more successful, you know? Like, I don't want to change myself or anything. I don't, why do I have to? The thing I want to change is I want to, like, eat a bit more healthier and be less obese, like, through calorie counting and exercising. That's good enough for me. It's like everything else, it's like, bro, people are like, oh, you should do looks maxing. Oh, you should wear contacts, you know? I got a bunch of kill yourselves from these awful people with this awful grove. The fuck? It's not even advice. It's just a threat of violence. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, literally, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing because the only place where I even see girls anywhere is when I'm out on a walk or a bike ride, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I just think it's awkward, and so you should just avoid them. Like, you just walk past. You just keep walking. What are you supposed to do? Because the girl's never going to come up to you. They don't do that. And women are even more scared than men are about getting rejected. Literally, that's my perspective. That's the main reason why they don't do that. Because part of it is they have this stupid view that men have to do that shit. The other part of it is women tend to take rejection worse than men do, even. Most men, at least. I think most men are used to being rejected. I get rejected all the time. Not in person, though. That's true. That's true. Not in person. I've been friend zoned a bunch of times, though. Say not. Like, I keep thinking, like, on my walks, over months, like, cute Asian girl, cute Asian girl, cute Asian girl, cute old Asian girl, white girl that smiles at me. This is all wasted opportunities, bro. I don't do anything. Why? And then, like, fit Pacific Islander girl. Also, I would say pretty attractive. I don't know. You know, it's hard if you don't know them. It's not all about looks, honestly. I think if someone has like they're an attractive person, it kind of makes their looks attractive anyway. Sometimes. Um. Yeah, I feel like I've wasted all the. I've never seen any of them again multiple times. That's the worst part because it's like my whole thing is I see you multiple times and then something happens and I don't know what I'm supposed to do, right? I don't know how you approach people on the street. I don't think there's any good way of doing it without it being considered harassment. I feel like the best example of this is the fucking Hello Human Resources meme. That's me, bro. I'm the second guy. You do the same thing, and one person, it's like, oh, the house sways, and the other person, they call the police on you or whatever. Feel like that's what's gonna happen to me, bro. Because I'm awkward and I don't look the best right now. When I was fit, I had so much more confidence, honestly. I'm not saying my confidence is, like, extremely bad right now. Like, it's definitely been worse. Worse. But, when I was fit, my confidence went up massively and people treated me so well, bro. Like, when I was around 54 kg fit, lean, biking for hours a day, badminton on the weekends, eating very little, very healthy. Like, and that was before I got sick. That was like right before I got sick. People were treating me so well, bro. I had girls like fucking like hitting me up and shit in school, you know? Which had happened it happened a bit before, but like at that point it was like, you know, it was like constant almost. That was fucking peak, bro. Giving me compliments all the time. Some people said, "Oh, you've lost so much weight," and they were like concerned. But you know, bro, this guy's so fucking annoying. I'm just trying to drive. Bro, meeting these awful people online has made me kind of realize that maybe the high school friends that I cut off weren't actually that bad. Like, seriously. I think they actually cared to a degree. They just kind of pissed me off a lot. And I was like, and I felt like they were holding me back. Like, I felt like if I was around them, I had to be the way I was in school, which was like being repressed and shit and just following my parents' instructions all the time. I feel like I couldn't be properly myself around them. Like, I hope to, like, maybe reconnect sometime in the future. Maybe in a couple years or something. When I want to improve myself first. That's what, it's really about me more than it is. I know that that's bullshit, but it was really more like I needed to cut them off in order to focus on myself more. You know, I felt like they were holding me back a lot. Which is probably not true, but that's the psychological effect it was having on me, where I was like, I can't actually be friends with these guys because it's just affecting me too badly negatively. And there were a lot of things which they did and said and were like that I couldn't agree with, bro. One of these guys, we went to the museum and he says like, oh, the dinosaurs are fake. That pisses me off so much, bro. I can't stand that shit. This is a guy that I was friends with for like 5 years, and he never mentioned any of this stuff, and just started coming out about it later on. Crazy. Turns out he's like super, super religious, right? In the stupidest kind of way, you know? Fundamentalist. I can't deal with religious fundamentalists, bro. I'm an atheist. It doesn't work. We don't agree on one of the most important things to people's perspective on life. Okay? We can agree on things outside of that, little things, but when it comes to important stuff, we're never getting close, bro. You're not gonna come to the museum, one of my favorite places, and tell me that the shit in there isn't real. What a joke. That's an insult to intellectualism. Honestly. That's like my religion, bro. Is like intellectualism and shit. What an insult. I don't go around saying, hey, you know, your religion's bullshit, right? I don't do that because it's insensitive. But he comes to the museum and he says, oh, actually, the dinosaurs and shit aren't real. Fuck off, you loser. I don't have time for that. I thought he was a nice guy, but he was just putting on an act for people. Seriously, and that's what his real character's like. He's an idiot. Unbelievable. I thought he was smart as well. He's not. Delusional, honestly. Even my best friend, out of all of them, sad, bro. Um, I still have him added. He's the only one I still have added. Last time I was around him a couple years ago, back in like 2021, end of 2021, he starts talking about this fucking right-wing, alt-right shit, bro. Just keeps bringing up alt-right shit. It's like, bro. That stuff's like crack for like a certain type of males, a lot of males. Unfortunately, it really works for them. I don't agree with it because it's like, it's anti-intellectual to me. It's like emotive reasoning rather than logical shit. And it also doesn't appeal to me emotionally either because it just, it represents to me people who've fucked me over all the time, right? People who treated me like trash throughout my life. Or who are just, like, harmful and corruptive, like Joe Rogan and shit. He's, like, talking about crypto, he says he watches, I don't want to dox, I'm not gonna say who it is, but, like, he's, like, talking about crypto, he's, like, says he's watching Twitch streamers all the time. Joe Rogan. Bruh. That's what loneliness does to these guys, bro. They like they get desperate and they just latch on to the thing that feels most comfortable to them. Like seriously. Yeah, I know a bunch. Like even my not to dogs, but like even my brother's been into that shit. Seriously, a lot of young men who don't really have any other issues except for like loneliness and marginalization buy into this shit. I can't buy into it because these people are like, they hate people like me. Seriously, they position people like me as like awful. It's like, bro, I don't know what am I supposed to do about it, you know? I still want to be his friend and shit, but I kind of don't because I hate right-wing shit, bro. I don't want to lose a friend, but like, how the fuck? What am I supposed to do? You know? I liked him as a person, honestly. He was a respectable guy, and I think he liked me a lot, but I feel like I failed him, bro. Like, I feel like he looked up to me and shit, and then I got sick and dropped out, and I was out of contact for a couple of years. And then he changed his life up massively. You know, like he's like had a lack of direction or something. I don't know. Maybe that's just bullshit. But I feel like, you know, maybe I'm putting too much emphasis on my like value to him, but I feel like you know, if I'd been his friend throughout it, and I'd actually been there, maybe it wouldn't have happened. Maybe you wouldn't have fallen into it. Maybe if you actually had a friend like me, talking through things with him, I wasn't just some loser who just ghosted him for no reason, basically, you know? Because I'm like insecure and shit, you know? I'm trying to work on myself. Like, yeah, that's the reason. It is because I'm trying to work on myself, and I don't want to be reminded of my past life, basically. I don't want to be reminded of that because that was basically slavery. I was basically a slave and extremely repressed and, you know, taken advantage of all the time. Like, bro, if I'd been his friend throughout it, I'm sure he wouldn't have fallen into these things. Because I feel like these guys, they grow up all nice and they, like, take the shit that life throws at them, and then they become an adult, and it, like, the rest of it, like, hits them so hard after they leave school. And they just lose that fucking innocence, and it's like, they're like, oh, fuck this shit. And then they start getting into the fucking Joe Rogans and the alt-rights and the, you know, all of that. It's so common, bro. Young males being alt-right is like a rule these days. It's so common. Because it's easy. It doesn't require much thinking, and it just tells you things that you want to believe are true. That are like easy options. You say, oh, the poor people, women, minorities are the cause of all the problems, and the young white male is the worst off. That's what it says, basically. I'm such a loser friend, though, bro. Like, what kind of friend doesn't contact you for years, bro? He probably thinks I don't like him or something, which I don't even know if I do not like him, because I've only interacted with him like 2 times in the last 5 years. Seriously. Bro, I remember this stupid fucking thing I did where it wasn't on purpose at all, but it was like, I asked the group chat, which had like 3 other people in it, who wants to go to Subway, right? Those friends were not fucking supportive, bro, by the way. They were not. They were pretty useless. It really pissed me off that we wouldn't even get together at all unless I organized it. It was so annoying. It's like they didn't even want to be friends, honestly. They didn't message unless you messaged them first. They wouldn't go out unless you organized the outing. Sometimes, even if you did organize it, they just wouldn't go because it's, oh, we got school and shit. Fuck off. Yeah, well, you got school all the time, right? Come on. Come on. I understand students have little free time, but even weekends, they didn't want to do anything together. Anyway, I said, oh, let's go to Subway, and he actually said, the other two said, nah. No, we can't. He said, yeah, that sounds good, and I think I just ignored it, or I just forgot, or something. I didn't read it, or I ignored it. I read it, and it just didn't process that he was, like, offering. And I was like, oh, okay, no, all good. Bro. Shit talking though, because I always have to fucking shit talk, because it's just the kind of honest person I am. I don't want to leave anything unsaid. He was kind of a loser, but like, he wasn't a bad guy at all, you know? And I don't think he's a loser today. I think he's like fit and shit, you know? I think he's just lacked direction or something. Which again is hard to find these days. It's hard for young people to be like, what am I supposed to do with my life? Outside of work or school or, you know, the other things that you do that aren't work and school. It's like, what am I supposed to do with my life? Find a girl? Yeah, and then they fuck you over, right? Yeah, that's literally what you think, oh, I'm supposed to find a girl, make her my wife. Not make her, but find a girl, have a wife, and have some kids. You just say, oh, that's what you're supposed to do, right? Right? Um, and then you get a girl and she fucks you over. And it happens again, and it happens again, and it happens over and over and over again. You're like, what am I even doing this for? Or you can't even find one. That's even worse. It's almost even worse. What's worse, finding them and getting fucked over every single time, or never even finding them in the first place? Crazy shit. Most of them won't even give you the opportunity because they won't even talk to you, bro. Seriously. Crazy. I wish it were easy. In school it was so easy, bro. You'd see them all the time. You have like hundreds of interactions. But you weren't allowed to date. You weren't allowed to be boyfriend, girlfriend. It wasn't allowed to happen. Fuck. And now I don't see people anywhere. I see them on the street. I see them on the street. And I don't go up to them and that's it. They don't go up to me. So fucking lonely, bro. Being friends with guys just doesn't cut it. It's not enough. Never has been. I can't get the same sentiment, the same feeling out of being friends with guys as I can being in a romantic relationship. It just doesn't happen. I've had so many experiences with fucking crazy women, bro. It's insane. It drives me insane. It's like, what's wrong with these people? You don't even treat the guy like they're an actual fucking human being. You treat them like they're just a thing to be played with and then discarded. And that's what I said was going to happen with the last girl I was talking to, and that's exactly how it went. They play with you and then they discard you after they've had enough. That's exactly what happens. I'm just glad it happened sooner rather than later, because I couldn't give it up. I was addicted to that shit. I can't lie, it's a massive weakness for me, right? Nothing else comes close to it. Everything else in my life is worth so much less than a relationship. It's basically the only thing I'm interested in, honestly. I don't really want anything else. Like, I talked to this asexual guy and he's like, oh, I just want money. I don't want money. What am I gonna do with it? Except get a relationship. Like, I'm only interested in getting a relationship. I don't care about anything else. A good, positive relationship is the only thing I'm interested in at all. I don't care about anything else. Seriously, everything else is boring to me. I might care a little bit, but not much. You see girls on the street and all you can do is look at them, and then you just keep going. Like, I'm not joking. I don't care about anything else. Honestly, nothing else matters to me. Life is just meaningless without it. It's the only thing I care about. Which has been true, basically, for a long time. You know, you like to distract yourself with other things, but ultimately they don't, you know, they just provide a little bit of extra on the side. It doesn't sustain you, you know? It doesn't sustain me. I get to my philosophy in politics, and I love that shit, but it only goes so far. It doesn't make you feel less lonely. It's just a distraction, ultimately. It's just trying to make sense of things. And I feel like I have the kind of loneliness that you can only resolve by, like, female interaction. I don't really like most men that much. It's just the way it is. They're not very interesting to me. Kind of boring. It's just how I am. It's always been that way. Sometimes I would have kind of close friends, but they would never last. And, you know, what can I do? This is how I'm wired, isn't it? Because I'm at the have kids age. I'm supposed to be having kids right now. Supposed to have a goal. Supposed to have a house, have a job, a car. I got none of those things, bro. What am I supposed to do? It's how I'm wired, bro. I can't change it. I'm wired to want a girlfriend and that kind of thing. Like, it's always been that way. Even when I was a kid, it was a thing. Like, it wasn't as much when I was young, but as I've gotten older, it's just become, like, worse and worse and worse, stronger and stronger, this, like, fundamental need. I don't understand people who don't live like this, because it's, like, extremely important to me. Like, if you're not living for a relationship with another person, what are you even living for? Can't understand. Seriously. Nothing else is as rewarding as that is. Actually. Nothing else comes close to it. It's like, it's never gonna change. It's never gonna change. It'll just be this way forever. I got nothing left to say. Life's not turning out the way I wanted it to. You know. It's just how it is. Thought I was gonna have a job. Travel the world. Girlfriend. Have kids eventually. Get married. What a waste of time. What's the notification? The chat. The chat where everyone talks shit about me. Stupid depressing shit that I feel like listening to. I hate this shit, bro. This is so boring. God, I hate this shit. I think I'm having fun. What a life. What a fucking life, bro. I'd trade it for a third world person with a wife and a family and a job in an instant. I don't want any of this shit, bro. It's not worth anything because I got nothing for it. I have nothing to show for it. All this work I've done and the stuff I haven't, I've got nothing to show for it. Everything's shit anyway. It makes no difference. It makes no difference at all. I understand my situation, but I don't have the means to do anything about it. God. Maybe I don't understand the situation well enough. Maybe if I did, I would be able to do something about it. Best girl I've ever met left me on red. Yeah, I'll just fucking kill myself then, I guess. You know, because nobody gives a shit about me. That's society is. Nobody fucking cares about me, bro. Why do you think my abusive parents would pay lip service and shit? Fuck off. They only care about the slave that they want to have. That's all they care about. My stupid ass friends that don't even message me unless I message them first. Yeah, how's that? I'm always the only person messaging, bro. That's how it is. I'm always the only person messaging. I always message them and they never message me. It's one-sided. It's like I'm talking to myself all the time. I hate this stupid fucking life. Nothing ever changes, bro. It's always the same. was that? $5.6 million for one tuna. That's insane. Uh, Uh, bro, how long has this been fucking muted? 5 shows, I bet he doesn't come to Christchurch. That's what I said. Fuck this thing, honestly. It keeps being pressed because it sits right where the fucking armrest is. Jesus Christ. Where can I put this? That looks stupid though. Oh my god. How long have I been muted for, bro? Auckland. Oh, he does come to Christchurch. Hey. I don't understand why they say stuff like those, like, cause, doesn't being alone give you a sense of emptiness? Isn't loneliness, like, a thing? I swear they take someone who just has no friends and say, oh, they're mentally ill. Because they got no friends, not they have no friends and that's why they're feeling bad. Like, and if you gave them friends, they wouldn't be mentally ill, quote unquote, anymore. That's stupid. That'll go well. This is so boring, bro. See, that's not me. I'm very interested in social relationships. Sometimes. Just find a lot of people boring. I don't have that either. I just don't have the opportunity, really, like, to meet people I'm actually interested in. Bro, people are getting hits. It's so over, bro. It's so over. Fuck this thing. It's muted my audio. That's even more annoying. So it drags. Cars at the impound again. The distractions just aren't working. It's just not working, bro. I can't do it. I can't just distract myself. It doesn't work. I wish I wasn't constantly reminded of it as well. Why do I have to see women everywhere? Young women my age. It's just bullshit, honestly. Can't do anything. Too useless. Too useless. Too weak, right? Hate this. God, I hate my life. Let's say I've got depression. But, like, that's because my life's shit. I'm very unhappy. I haven't been happy in ages. As an ad. My only chatter and it was an ad. I'm so tired of this shit, bro. I just can't do it, can I? I just can't do it, you know? I can't do it, because women are eugenicists. Everyone knows that. It's natural selection and I don't make the cut. I don't make the cut for people I'm interested in. Women who are attractive to me, which is a lot of people, are not interested in me. And I have no means of meeting them anyway. On the apps, they're not interested in me. In real life, I can't talk to them. This is hell. We live in a fucked up society, bro. So fucked up. It used to be so easy to find a partner. Now it's so difficult for no reason. Used to be so easy. It's insane. Bro, that's only like a third. I might as well just kill myself, bro. You're telling me 2/3 have partners? I might as well just kill myself, bro. It's so over. I'm mainly looking for a relationship. I don't really need friends. Friends is just an extra. I am undesirable though, that's the point. You stupid. I am undesirable, that's the whole issue. That's why I don't get any hits on the apps. Because I'm not desirable to people. I hate being alive like this, bro. It's just hell. I've absolutely been told things like this. It's too late, bro. I don't want a distraction. These aren't solutions, bro. This doesn't fix the issue. It's been 6 years, bro. I don't think you need to be a scientist to predict how things are gonna be in the future. It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. Actually, it's not gonna change. Fucking hell. That's absolutely useless and doesn't help me at all whatsoever. Thanks a lot. There's no way out. It's finished. I've already lost. Seriously. Every single relationship I had has been a failure. Absolute failure. And it will always be that way. fuck is she wearing prosthetics? Cute. That's so over, bro. This is so boring. another once. This sucks so much. That's pretty crazy. Oh, they look good. Waste of time.